Who would have ever thought that I pop up on my boyfriend and his wife answers the door? What? That lady was angry. That was 7 years of hurt. When she pulled that gun and then she pointed it at me, I wasn't even scared. I was so hurt. I'm numb. I drove. I don't even know how I got to my grandmother's house. I don't even know how I got home right now.
So boom, imagine pulling up to surprise your man and his wife answers the door. Not his ex, not his baby mama, his whole wife. 7 years married, y'all. 7 years. And this woman really documented her own heartbreak in real time on TikTok, giving us front row seats to the messiest reality show that wasn't even scripted. But here's the thing, we're about to watch it unfold like the world's worst episode of Catfish, except nobody called Nevin Max to help.
Who would have ever thought that I pop up on my boyfriend and his wife answers the door? What?
3 weeks before everything exploded, she posted this public service announcement about her man. Now look, not her making a whole PSA about a married man talking about if you see him on anybody's page. Ma'am, the barber is not your competition. Your competition has a ring and a mortgage, but she didn't know that yet.
I have proof. He's mine. You got quiet. This is his face. If you see this face on anybody's page, holla at this one right here. He laughing, but this is a public service announcement. You see CEO with that symbol and that face. That symbol right here. And that face anywhere on anybody's page.
Even a barber's page.
Even if the barber don't got something between their legs, if they don't have another same appendage as him, saying anything about he's the best barber, but I got him too, or something, anything in that vicinity, holla at me. I'm dead ass. That face. Y'all catch it? Mental? Screenshot this.
Yeah.
Screenshot it.
I don't know the ADD we got on me. Next you gonna send the bloodhounds and shit. Oh, I know. This is me. Smell this shit. Yeah. Motherfucker said the Instagram bloodhounds.
And y'all in the comments always asking, how did she not know? Well, we're about to find out exactly how a man can hide a whole wife for 5 months. Spoiler alert, it involves a lot of sink repairs and more lies than a politician during election season.
Hey guys, I just got home and as you see, I'm still having on the clothes that I had on. I took a shower and just came straight home. So no, I didn't, but it's so many layers to the story, and it's so much that I'm not a person that is TikTok is like my outlet. I don't really share, like I've never posted him on my Instagram. Always felt like I'm not posting. Instagram is like where I have I'm an artist, so I have a lot of my fans, a lot of people that have been following me for years on my Instagram, so I don't post them on there. I literally only post them on TikTok. Like my TikTok, I don't like let, it's not my name. It's just, even though, anyway, I have so many, this is not me, and it's crazy. My cousin was like, look, your video is like getting so many views. And I'm like, I don't care about that. It was a vulnerable moment, and it was an actual moment where I'm living this. This is real life happening right now. So it's many questions. There's a lot of questions. I have a lot of answers to give. I probably have to do part 1, part 2, part 3. This is probably a whole series, because this is motivation to focus on myself and to focus on the things that I need to focus on, which I was already doing, minding my own business before this man came into my life. And for those people saying, oh, it's only been 5 months. Yes, it's only been 5 months. But this man chased me for a year.
This man pursued her for a whole calendar year. 4 seasons of Good Morning Beautiful texts while his wife was probably washing his drawers at home. And some of y'all are defending this already. I see you in the comments. Maybe they were separated. Chile separated people don't pull guns. Let me tell you something.
I have known him more than the 5 months. This man chased me and courted me and tried to get with me for a year. And I was doing the healing. And I finally decided to give him a chance.
She was healing. She took her time. She did everything we tell women to do. Wait, watch, be careful. And this man still slipped through like water damage in a rental property, which is ironic considering what happens next with all these sink stories he's about to tell.
And it was beautiful. I can't say one thing besides communication that started lacking in the last month when he started renovating that house in North Carolina.
Investment property in North Carolina. Project managing renovations in the mountains. Ladies, when your man from Atlanta suddenly becomes Bob the Builder in another state, that's not a red flag. That's a whole communist parade marching down your street. But loneliness will have you overlooking the obvious, and love will have you believing a man who says he's fixing sinks for 3 hours straight.
Okay, so before I go into all the details, which I don't know if I even want to share every single thing because it's wild, I'll go through the day. So as y'all saw in the beginning, that was literally the TikTok of me so happy in the beginning because I was going to surprise him. And I literally had even though my gut just missed him, I really just wanted to see him. I was not thinking nothing. So I literally was on my way. I, was videotaping me on my way to go see him. So, which I didn't see. Of course, I didn't record. Was okay. So the ride there, he kept calling me. So we were on FaceTime, and he literally kind of like, listen, I can't lie to him. Our communication as far as talking to each other, we usually tell each other everything. And when I was like driving and he called me the second time I was still in the car, he was like, "Where you going?" And I was like, "I'm going to see my man." And so basically the pop-up turned into him knowing that I was coming. And the plan was I was going to go to my cousin's house in Charlotte, and his place is an hour and a half away from Charlotte. So of course he was like, "Babe, I don't want you coming all the way to the mountains," because he lived like further up in the mountains in North Carolina. He was like, in the places a mess, like all the construction and different stuff because they gutted it out. And he was like, "I don't want you, here." And he said, "I'll meet you in Charlotte and we can go watch the game." And I was like, "Well, my cousin is her friends are having a Super Bowl party," and then found out my other cousin was doing a Super Bowl party. So he was like, "We can go to one of those." So it was planned. So as I'm heading there, he's calling me throughout the day, but he said, "I'm working on the sink." So he's working on the sink. And I was like, "Why are you working on the sink and you paid these people to do all this work?" So that was first red flag. And so he's like, "No," he said, "because I want to try to get this together because I want you to start coming out here. He want me to start coming out there." Wow. Just think about everything. I don't even know what to believe. I don't know what's the lie, what's the truth with this man. So anyway, it's probably gonna be another part 2, part 3. So anyway, he's working on the sink. So as I'm getting an hour and a half away, which he's an hour and a half away, I was like, "Won't you?" And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna come so that we can get there at the same time," because he missing me, I'm missing him. Like when I tell you, this man had the biggest smile on his face just knowing I was coming. And first he was like, "You're not coming here." When he realized that I really was coming, he was really excited. So I'm like, okay, this turned into a good thing. I'm about to see my baby. I haven't seen him in a couple of 10 days, almost 2 weeks. And I'm like,
Now, here's where the lies get athletic, y'all. She's driving to surprise him, and this man kept calling, asking where she's going. So he finds out she's coming and suddenly doesn't want her at the house because of construction. Sir, she's not an OSHA inspector. She's your girlfriend. But okay, let's see how deep this sink situation goes.
this is crazy. We never been apart that long. No matter how much he traveled, no matter how much I travel, we never been apart that long. So when I get there, I get to my cousin's house, and it's about 4:30, almost 5 o'clock. And I called him, and he was like, he's still at the house working on a sink. What? So that was like weird to me. But I was like, well, he really wants to start getting the house together so that I can start coming out there so we don't be apart too long, whatever the case may be. Because he said after he starts getting it done, he'll be back in Atlanta because he has an apartment out in Atlanta too. So he says, and then he would be like visiting me. So I get to my cousin's house. It was like 4 o'clock. and like 4:15, and I called his phone, and he was like, babe, I'm almost done. And he was outside. And I thought that was weird that he was outside, and he was like, I'm trying to find this pipe to turn the water off because I done did something, I done messed something up. And I said, that's why you should have left it alone. You should have been messing with it. And I'm just laughing and making. I was like, your girl is an hour and literally 15 minutes away from you, and you worry about a sink for something that I'm not even gonna see for a while. Bring your behind. And so he's like, I got you. So he's like, I'll be to you. So he was like, I'm gonna call you back. So then I'm sitting there, I'm talking to my cousin, we laughing, kiki, and catching up. And he texts me and he's like, I'll be to you around 7. And so I show my cousin, we both go, 7? It was like, what? Like,
From 4:15 to 7 p.m., this man said he'd be 3 hours late because of a sink. You know what you can do in 3 hours? Drive to another state, get married, have a whole wedding reception, but not fix a sink, apparently. Make it make sense.
I haven't seen you in 10, 11 days. I'm an hour away, hour and 15 minutes away. You worry about a sink that you're supposed to be paying other people to do. First, that was weird, really weird. So, mind you, he stopped the pop-up, so I was popping up. I literally was at my cousin's house waiting. So I was like, well, I'm tired. I'm going to take a little nap. I said, he better be here by 7. So at 5:39, I can remember, like, cause I'm going to show you how the text messages. He literally texted me. He was like, babe, I got so scared. Something happened, water leaking everywhere. I had to call somebody to come and help. And he's like, please give me a second. I promise I'll be there. So I'm like, excuses is getting weird now. And so I'm like, what's going on? And so I'm shaking because, like, woo, sigh. So that was the last text message at 5:39. So about like 6:30, he's supposed to be there at 7. 6:30, I called him back to back to back. He did not answer the phone. It's like, what? Why you not answering the phone? Since when you don't answer the phone for me? And now everything is, all the math is mapping up. The times that he fell asleep, the times that his phone died. It's like all the stuff, like the things that you don't pay attention to is all starting to map up. So anyway, you're not answering the phone. So I'm weirded out now. I'm so close. It's not like I'm in Atlanta. I'm right here. At this point, now you're about to get the pop up. I have a major headache. I had to stop because I was crying. This is a lot, and I think I'm doing too much trying to get this all out. And as I'm going through it, I realized that I don't have enough closure, and I probably need to give myself a little bit more time. But anyway, part 3, I go through his phone. I look, and 6:30, he's not there yet, and it's not sitting right with me, because what right man who's in a good relationship, a happy relationship, and haven't seen his girl in 10, 11 days doesn't come to see them, and they're only an hour and 15 minutes away? So everybody's asking me, like, how did I get the address? Why would I have the address to his house if that's so-called his wife? I'm asking myself the same thing. I did not have the address. So we have this thing where we share each other's locations. The reason why we share each other's locations is he's always traveling and I'm always traveling. And then since he was in North Carolina, that was a way for us to keep, in contact with each other and know that we were going to be okay. And so it's so funny because that day he had turned his locations off.
But here's the thing, shared locations for safety while traveling sounds reasonable until you realize he turned his off that day. The one day she's coming. Your FBI agent couldn't have planned it better.
So I had definitely saved it. And I could not find the location, but I knew in the vicinity of where he lived. And I had a picture of the house. So mind you, he was building the dream that he's fixing up this house. This is something he's going to rent out, investment property. But of course, before he rent it out, he's going to be staying there. So of course, I'm going to be seeing it and coming up there to visit until he rents it out or whatever he's going to do with it. So this is something, I'm building a life with this man. This man has said he wants to marry me. This man has done soft proposals. This man have looked at rings with me. This man has sold this dream completely, and it wasn't a dream to me. This is a dream. This feels like a dream to me. This doesn't feel like reality. This feels like, it doesn't even still feel real. So anyway, I go try to find a location. I can't find a location. So my behind picks up the phone and I find the location from the picture that he sent me out of the house. Don't ask me how I got it. That was all God. That was all my ancestors letting me know.
The ancestors said, "We're going to help you today." She found his house from a picture. You know what that is? That's your grandmother's spirit saying, "I didn't survive segregation for you to date somebody's husband."
And I literally found it down to the number, the block, everything of the house or whatever. But y'all already knew the block. He already told me. He's never hid anything from me. So I never had a question that this man was. I don't even know if he's married. Like, the story gets so deep. So anyway, this man said that he's not married. This man's still been texting me. This man's still been calling me. I'm so confused. Literally just got off the phone with him. I'm not going back. My mother's like, "You're gonna go back," and I was like, "It's my decision to." I don't know what I woke up this morning thinking that I was gonna be feeling better, and I know I am. I'm healed from this, but I woke up this morning angry. People were saying, like, I'm looking at some comments about, "Oh, he probably just wanted sex." No. In the 5 months we was together, we didn't start having sex until like the 4th and 5th month. When we went to Vegas, I had made him like wait, and then we had just started, like we did something when we went to Vegas. After him waiting, he was a gentleman. This man, he knew that I didn't want to just sleep with him. He knew that I wanted to, like, he knew that I wanted love first. This man carefully loved on me. This man took care of my mom when she was not feeling well, came and cooked for us. This man has met my grandmother. This man has been around my family. This man has been at my shows, supporting me publicly. This man has intertwined his life, himself in my life, with intentions of saying I was his future wife. And all the time, he already had that. When I got to that house and she was so angry, she cursed him out. I never talked to him that way. We talked to each other, king and queen. We called each other king and queen every day. That lady was angry. That was 7 years of hurt. When she pulled that gun out on him, and then she pointed it at me, I wasn't even scared. I was so hurt. I was standing outside crying. I stepped back from the porch. I didn't want to be on her porch, out of her respect. That lady said that was her house. That lady said those were her 2 cars. She said this is her shit. This man's lied to me. I don't know what to believe. The man said that he's not married. That lady is probably the mother of all his children, everything. When she pointed the gun at me, it wasn't, I don't even think her anger was towards me, but she did point it at me. But I was so far back. This man wouldn't even come outside. When he came outside, he got in his car and he drove off. He said he drove off to protect me, because if he probably would have came to me, she probably would have shot both of us. But he drove off, and I went and I got my car right after that. This lady thought that I was going to bring people to, like, I'm so angry and hurt. I would never, he can't even touch me with a 10-foot pole. I'm done.
Y'all, this is where it gets real. She's about to get the pop-up of a lifetime, and homeboy is nowhere to be found because he's having a whole different conversation. The baby, we have a situation conversation. The remember that girl I told you was just a friend conversation.
Hey guys, so I'm in Charlotte. I'm with my cousin. Say hey, Day Day.
Hey.
Who would ever believe that I would still be at my cousin's house? So, guess what? Y'all saw my stories. You see my love story panning out on TikTok. Who would have ever thought that I pop up on my boyfriend and his wife answers the door? What? Yeah. He has a whole wife. He's been married. She said they celebrated 7 years.
7 years. 7. That's not a relationship. That's a whole mortgage. That's a car note paid off. That's a child in 2nd grade walking around asking why daddy's phone keeps buzzing. What? Yeah, he has a whole wife. And listen to this. The wife said, I was wondering who was born in your phone. Not shocked, not surprised, wondering, like she'd been going through his phone like it was her part-time job. This woman knew something was up, but stayed anyway, because 7 years of investment will have you fighting for a man who ain't even worth the gunpowder it would take. But here's what gets me. This man is still texting her while his wife is standing right there with a gun. The audacity, the unmitigated gall. He couldn't come outside because he was probably trying to figure out which lie to tell next. This woman was like, I was wondering, now we need to talk about this gun situation, and I want y'all to really listen to this part. That wife was angry. That was 7 years of hurt when she pulled that gun out on him and then pointed it at this woman. This wasn't just about catching him cheating. This was about catching him living a whole double life. TikTok clip plays about the gun incident. The wife pulled a gun on her, not him, her. After 7 years of being cheated on, she's aiming at the symptom instead of the disease. That's what happens when you stay too long. You forget who the real enemy is. And this man drove off, left both women standing in his mess like it was a gender reveal party nobody wanted to attend.
Yeah. And this man's still texting me right now. He couldn't come outside. This woman was like, I was wondering. She said, I was wondering who was born in your phone. She was blaming me, said that I knew. This man has lived a double life. For 5 months we've been together. A double life. This man has pretended to love me and to court me. And we just came back from Vegas. Y'all saw the trip we was laughing and joking about. And I'm so happy that I waited for so many things. And I feel sorry for her because she stuck with him. I'm gone. But it's just another lesson for who would ever thought. Why me? I'm in shock. I was so happy. I was hopping on the love of supposedly love of my life. Like, be careful out here, women. These men are terrorists. Be careful out here. And pray for me, please.
Well, my mom just got here. She didn't want me to be alone, so she came. She don't want to be on camera. You guys see me. I'm smiling. I go through my phases throughout today. Today I went through my phases up and down. But I just want to say, TikTok, you guys have been the most healing. I wasn't expecting to go viral. I didn't. And yes, I'm an artist, but I don't want to go viral off of this. I want to go viral off my music. You know what I mean?
She's like, dope. We just had a big Bonita experience, and it was beautiful. He was there acting like he was the best man ever. Had mama fooled, and mama don't get easily fooled. But it's all good. I pray for his wife. Because she done been through it before. Trust and believe. This ain't the first time he been a sleaze bucket. Not the first time.
And people asking me, like, have I met his family? Yes, I met his kids. Come to find out, it's so many different lies. He told me all of his kids was by the same woman, his ex-wife. He sat here in my kitchen.
My face.
My mother said, I like you because I don't like a liar. That's the first thing she said, which is crazy.
Okay, you looking me in my eyes, you answering all the questions. I said, one thing I can't stand is a liar. He was lying the whole time. Jesus. Had me fooled. Get that man an Oscar.
You need an Oscar, right? And so for everybody that's saying, oh, I'm going to go back to him. Even my mother said it at one point. She hung up the phone like, I raised somebody smarter than that. I wasn't telling him to call me because I wanted to be with him. I just needed answers. It was a shock. I wanted to know. And I got all my answers. This man still told me that he wasn't married. I said, why would that lady say that?
He said he called her B and everything. This
If he did that,
and if he did that to her, you do that to me. We didn't talk to each other like that. If he ever called a woman a B or something in front of me, I told him, I don't like that. Do not call women B's. He was a different person. He could be a different person with me.
Yeah.
I would never met.
He was trying to be on his best behavior.
He was on his best
Because
behavior.
he had to. He had to rise. He had to tin up. He had to be a 10 up.
He made so many excuses, even down. It was, yes, and people were like, oh, you look this and this man, when I first met him, only wore suits. Okay. Hey, guys. This is day 2 of my healing. Today is so many mixed emotions. I just want to say thank you to TikTok, and mostly TikTok. As some of you guys know on TikTok, that my video went viral and they posted it on like Baller Alert. Twitter has like 3.5 million views. Someone told me, which is bonkers. Someone just reached out to me and said that they just put it on World Star. Somebody else said that they came from Shade Room. I haven't seen it on there. People are so used to like made up stories that some people don't even believe it. This is real life. Today, I have so many mixed emotions. I want to say thank you for the outcry of support that I've been getting. I've been trying to respond. Like, I didn't tell my story just to be out there to expose nobody. He does need to be exposed because I'm trying to save at least one more queen from this man. This man travels. This man is in different states, and he's possibly done this multiple times with different women. So now that everything is starting to pan out, I'm definitely sure that he's like a Twitter swindler or whatever the case may be. I just was blessed to, maybe he did fall in love with me. I don't even care about none of those questions right now. It's neither here nor there. My process right now is to focus on me and to focus on how I'm going to move on from this. This is my real life, guys. Let's just be clear too. When I was sending those text messages, that was all in the same day. People saying, oh, it's only been 5 months. This man pursued me for a year. So either way, I'm angry today. I'm not crying over this man anymore. Not crying over somebody else's husband. Tired of hearing that remark. This man was my serious boyfriend. From everybody that's been around us, like, I wish I could have a whole series. I wish I could talk on someone's show to tell them everything that went down. He fooled everybody. He was a master manipulator. He fooled me, and I thought that I did have better discernment, but I fell in love, and I was open to love, and I was vulnerable. You can call me gullible. You can call me whatever you want, but he knew what type of woman he had. He knew that he could share his location with me because I would just make sure that he's safe. And that's the whole reason. And when the story completely, I will try to tell it as much, but y'all got to give me time. I have so many emotions I'm trying to keep up because I did put my life out there for the internet, but I am human. This is real. And yes, she did pull a gun out on him. She was focusing on him and just so happened to point it at me when he got out to leave. And she was like, because my cousin was... So I was trying to say, so my cousin was on speakerphone because at this point she's calling me because I'm there and she wants to know where I'm at. And so she's screaming, send me your location, send me your location. And as the lady is pointing at him, who she had every right to point it at him. I don't know what I would do if I was married for 7 years, and I'm pretty sure they was together for longer than that. Thinking about all the stories that he told me, I'm baffled of the lies. Even my mother, we're both over here like, aha, we woke up in the morning, I barely got any sleep last night. I woke up this morning like, Mommy, remember when he said da-da-da? Y'all don't understand what I'm going through. I woke up this morning, I'm in a place where even looking back and we saying, why me? Why not me? I am just another Black woman who is looking for love and that is expecting to be protected by our Black man or our king. I still have that. So even through all of this, I still have hope. There will be another. There will be one that God sent for me. But he had to shake me up for me to tap into my own strength. So yes, I might be broken on here, but you guys are about to witness the biggest glow up. You guys are about to witness what God had already in store for me. So everything, this is not happenstance. Everything happens for a reason. So yes, y'all could come at me every which way, but let me tell you, I am educated. I have my own business and I work a regular job for a corporation. Okay. I do not have no time. I want my own love. I want my own real thing. And this man knew that and he mirrored that and he knew. And also I've told him multiple times that God didn't play about me. I told him everything, that God does everything, and that nothing happens and nothing done in the dark is not going to come to the light. So he played with me. I was his last chance. Like, God gave him a last chance to fix whatever issues that he had. And I'm his karma. And it just so happened that I was strong enough when I was breaking, and I don't understand what I'm going through. Where I thought that this was going to try to break me. No, this is not going to break me. And it just so it had to happen this way. And I'm glad that I shared my story. So let me be the punching bag, because God knew I had the strength to be it. Because I'm going to tell a story for so many different women. The messages, I'm responding to it. I mean, I work a regular job. Tomorrow I'm off. I'm responding to these messages. I'm pouring love into these other women who went through worse than me. So yes, attack me, do whatever y'all gotta do. But this is real life. And I fell in love. And my story's going to be told, so you can watch it or you can click off. Have a blessed day. Hey guys, this is day 3. I'm walking snow. He's in his own world. This is my first day of officially leaving the house. Since everything happened, just need to get outside. I need some fresh air. Day 3 is realization. Day 3 is trying to put together all the signs that I was blinded by. All of the people don't understand, like, I had a wall up for so long. And the reason it was able to come down in the 5 months and fast is because not only did he chase me for a year, but because of past trauma, you know what I'm saying? Like, in somebody finding out they have a girlfriend, different stuff like that. I was like, well, don't judge him. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't use your past trauma and take it into, he don't deserve that because he was treating me so good. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, I'm outside and I'm gonna go in my studio to record tonight. I'm just gonna record. So please, I want to include you guys on the journey. I would love for you guys to be there for me. I'm gonna say almost 1,000 messages from women who share similar stories, if not worse. And this is bigger than me now. It's not about me exposing him to expose him for revenge or anything like that. This is not about that. Now it's bigger. Now my story, I hope, can heal a whole bunch of different women as much as you guys have been healing me. Your messages are being seen. I'm trying to. I stayed up till 5 a.m. I have not gotten any sleep. I woke up at 8:30 a.m. I meditated, I prayed, and then I went straight to try to respond to a whole bunch of people because you guys are keeping my mind off of it. And it is absolutely amazing. I did not know how powerful sharing your story with people all over the world who may have went through the same thing. Like, it's funny, but it's not funny. It's sad. It's me. Like, I would literally be somebody sending a positive word to a woman who went through this, and it's me now. So I'm a little nervous sometimes because if he could be that crazy, I don't know if he'll pop up.